Okay, so we are now continuing AmbrosiaClan. So, just a recap on who all we have here. This is our cat list. Lucifer is our newest cat who actually joined us last episode. And we actually have 2 pages now. Although we're like a cat away from losing a page. So if somebody ends up, joining Star Clan this episode, we're gonna be down to 1 page again. But I kind of want to go through our relationships real quick and just kind of see, like, so Mintstar has a really, really big platonic love for Delphox. I love that. Kirigara is still really high with romantic, which is good because that's Mintstar's like partner. Hurricane, here, I'll take Shade off for now. Hurricane, you seem to have a little bit of a crush on Vulture Slash, but nothing super big. Your security with Berry Fire is very high, and your platonic love with Coyote is very high as well. Gale has a little bit romantic towards Vulture, not a lot. About the same with Mintstar, except Mintstar, their platonic is super high. Shaded and Coyote have a little bit of romantic, not a lot, but Shaded Coyote, I believe, is a fan favorite ship in my Discord at the moment, so we might have to try and get them together. Let's see, Raven. Raven, you have a crush on Shaded as well. Kirigara has very high romantic for Mintstar, which is good, because they're together. Platonic love for Raven song is very high. We don't have anybody with, like, super high dislikes, at least. Like, everybody has dislikes for somebody. I mean, you look at Berry Fire, they dislike Kirigara and Galefop, but nothing's that's, like, super crazy high, which I'm glad to hear. I'm glad that our cats aren't trying to, get at each other's throats already. Vulture has a little bit for Hurricane, a little bit for Mintstar, and a decent chunk for Owlcry. Also a little bit for Gale. Vulture, why do you have a crush on everyone? Your platonic love for Hop is very high, same with Pool Noodle. Coyote, you have a huge crush on Hurricane Leaf. You also have a little bit of a crush on both Ravensong and Shaded Moon. Nothing else. You have a decent amount of respect for Mouse. Owl has very good platonic love for Mint. Owlcry with Vulture Slash has both a pretty good romantic, like, huge platonic love and security. I could see Owlcry and Vulture being together, honestly. Owlcry has a little bit for Hot Paw. I feel like that's a pretty big age gap, though, if I remember correctly. Let's see, Ravensong. Platonic love for Kirigara is really high. That's good. Raven has a little bit of a crush on Coyote. And that's all. Not super big relationship stuff. For Sleepy, they have platonic like for both Vulture and Hop at least, so it seems like they get along with their family and stuff. Beam gets along with Vulture. They get along with pretty much everybody in their family. Yeah, as we get to the younger cats, there's like less and less stuff. Oh, Pool Noodle, platonic love for Vulture is very high, that's awesome. Decent relationships with their siblings. Yeah, we're not getting like any more greens now that we've gotten to like the younger cats, but might as well pan through them real quick. Rose and Mint is very green. That's good. Mint is pretty high up on mouses, but yeah, that is everybody so far. And then we can go take a look and check up on our Star Clan cat. Heather Star is worried about the clan. Ominous. Oh, Raven Moon, you can't get a break. The peeps in my Discord, they talk about how Raven seems to like always get Star Clan signs and stuff. So this is really funny that it's canon now. Crowjaw, thinking of giving advice to a medicine cat. Speckle's feeling sassy today. And Streampaw's watching over Rosepaw. So... okay, Mediator's already worked this moon, so... means we've probably done patrols this moon already. Let's time skip. Berryfire travels to Camellia Clan to resolve some recent personal disputes. However, no progress was made. Camellia Clan, stop being stubborn. Mintstar calls the clan to a meeting and declares Hoppaw to be a warrior. They are now called Hoptree and are celebrated for their loyalty. As the herb stores are inspected by the medicine cats, it's noticed that some of the cat mint went bad. They'll have to be replaced with new ones. So let's go ahead and see Kirigara. So, fan favorite, Shaded Coyote. We're gonna try and get at least something going on, but, never know, because they kind of do their own thing too. I can't really make cats be together. I mean, I can, but it's more fun this way. And was there another fan favorite ship? I don't remember. Besides, like, Mint Gale. I'll mediate them. Might as well. I had a whole list of, like, cats I wanted to put patrols on together, and then I lost my list, so. That's unfortunate. I'll just have to remember for next time, I think. So we'll put Shaded, or we'll put Coyote, my bad, and we'll put Shaded together. Shaded Moon goes out with a warrior escort, both for safety, as they look for new leaves, fresh buds, and for carrying capacity should they find anything. Surprisingly, Coyote's Howl actually starts up a conversation with them about the herbs they're looking for. Shaded Moon launches into the usual spiel, but even more astonishingly, Coyote Howl is actually interested. Makes their heart feel lighter getting to share their knowledge and skills with somebody who respects them. So I think I'm gonna put Mint, gonna put Rose, I'll put Sleepy, and Lightning. That works. Patrol notices a commotion and finds two squirrels chasing each other across the forest floor. The squirrels are so distracted that the patrol is able to quickly catch both of them. So I just remembered that I messed up my my settings for my sister clan or whatever. So let me go ahead. Oh, not that one. I want to try and get a little bit more cats in this time, see if we can get more. Because there's so many cats that have been submitted to the Google form. And with it, for the most part, just being up to, like, chance and stuff, it's, like, not a lot of people actually get their cats in. So I'm going to put this on for this episode, at least. And any cats whose sexualities just aren't compatible with each other, if they end up having kits, it's more so gonna be, like, oh, what's the right word? It's gonna be more like a, friends who help each other raise a child, if that makes sense. Instead of them being romantically involved, it's like two parents who aren't. Regardless, let's go ahead, put Owl Cry. So we'll put, where's Vulture? Is Vulture stick? Oh, Vulture's stick. I'm gonna put Owl and Vulture together. That's fine, though. And I want to put the two Ravens together. Raven. I very much did not select either of the Ravens. Those are both apprentices. We're not gonna proceed on that. The patrol hears distant howling and wonders whether to investigate the noise. Actually, you know what? I'll let the Discord choose, but I already know that it's gonna be a no to proceed. Yeah, okay. Looks like do not proceed, which I could have guessed that much. The patrol did not investigate the source of the noise. Whatever's making it will not be friendly to them. The Hurricane... Hurricane had a crush on somebody, didn't she? I think it was Coyote Howl. We'll put a Hurricane in Hop Tree. That's fine. Something skitters around the leaf litter, catching the patrol's eye, a little lizard. The patrol is unable to catch the small reptile quick enough where the little lizard lives another day. Also, we can actually put Raven and Raven together this time. To Raven Moon's concern, their warrior escort is unusually quiet. When prompted on their troubles, Raven Song comments that they could not help but think about what legacy they'd leave behind if StarClan called upon them. Raven Moon and Raven Song spend their time on patrol discussing how, to StarClan, the end of their life did not mean it was the true end. Even in StarClan, cats had their role to play. Raven Song's legacy would shine brighter than any star. Comforted by these words, Raven Song thanks Raven Moon and helps bring back the herbs. And I think we'll just stick the last three together. That should be fine. As the branches of the oak tree starts to green, Gale Fox heads out to collect its leaves with their clanmates coming along. Many paws will make light work, after all. The trees Gale Fox finds doesn't look particularly safe to climb, and Gale Fox is forced to give up the idea of oak leaf gathering today. Aw, poor Gale Leaf. Gale Leaf? Gale Fox. Let's see if there's anything interesting in their relationships before we go ahead and time skip on Moon. Doesn't seem like anything super duper interesting, but that's fun to look through. So time skipping one Moon. So Vulture Slash no longer has White Cough, and Owl Cry and Vulture Slash have become mates. A rogue leaves their litter to the clan. Ravensong decides to adopt them as their own. So we'll go figure out who to make those as here in a second. Pool Noodle's frostbite is healed, but they always carry evidence of the incident on their pelt. Yeah, so Pool Noodle now has frostbite. Mousepaw overdid their last sparring session and has been wincing all day, seems they're a bit bruised. Lucifer wished to join the elders. Already, dang. The clan honors them all. The service Lucifer has given to them. Lucifer always seems to have crow feathers stuck to their fur. So, we have 3 new kits to go and code in. Okay, so I have officially finished coding in the new 3 kittens. And you might be able to see them here on this camp. So here we have Frostkit, who's playing Pretend. He was submitted to us by Hero Warrior Cat. Story last in his family tree. Father was burnt to death, saving the med. Mom froze when hunting in a storm, sis froze when she was a kid, and brother was killed by rogues. No, I did not make this up, the game did. He wants a mate and kids to continue his family. His parents were the first pairing, so I wonder what will happen. And he has a twisted leg. Again, did not make this up, the game did. Our next kitten, her name is Smoke Kit, and she was submitted by Sky. It says, please don't let her mate with mentor apprentices, and I'd prefer if you kept her a medicine cat or medicine cat apprentice. So if I remember, I'm gonna definitely come and make this one a medicine cat apprentice whenever she gets to the age. Honey Kit is our next cat. She was submitted by Runa. Do not let her become mates with mentors, apprentices, or other she-cats. She's the only one in the current clan that is thinking about mates and kits, but everyone has a crush is taken, dead, or gay. I imagine she's somebody that has a lot of love to give, but can't seem to find that special some cat for her. She's usually interacting with apprentices, kits, or abandoned kittens, always wanting to know them better and set a good example for younger cats. Really hope this sweetheart will find a more fulfilling life in her second life. This is just in case I don't do it right the first submission. I always find myself doodling this precious girl, along with one other fave, of course. I realized I forgot her backstory when submitting her. Honeydew joined as a loner because Star Clan Cat had guided her to the clans, making her think that there had been some reason and that these cats could be her found family. However, after she joined, she took notice that a lot of apprentices were dying in accidents or from sickness, making her think that she had been sent there almost as some sort of death warning or collector. I'd imagine this would make her feel for a deeper connection seem a little sadder. Wanting nothing more than to belong, but you also suspect the reason that the others aren't close to her is because they suspect or blame her for all the deaths that happen. So, as kits, the cats don't know their past life quite yet, but once they become warriors or medicine cats, depending on their, track in life, once they receive their full name, they actually start to kind of remember their past lives. So, some of these cats have had, harder backstories and stuff, losing loved ones or hoping for a better life in their reincarnation and stuff, but they don't quite know that yet. But they do shortly learn more about themselves, and it definitely adds more to their stories. So let's go ahead, we'll do Shaded Coyote, and then we'll do our new couple that we got here. What was it? Owl and Vulture. Mediate them. Good lord, they really like each other. A kit joined us named Frost Kit right after two of our cats got a really bad case of frostbite, one being scarred permanently and then one dying from it. I feel like that has to be some sort of bad omen. The sunlit ice, added to the eyes is so funny. It feels like he's, a big warning to the clan or something, just because he's, strikingly red as well, but still, called Frost. So, moving on to our patrols, we'll put Dark, Coyote, and Shaded together. As Shaded Moon looks to the twitching tails and wide eyes of the patrol set up to help them gather catnip, their hearts sink. These overly excited warriors don't look like they're going to be useful, and Shaded Moon really needs to renew AmbrosiaClan's stocks of catnip as the new leaf brings the plants back to life. Shaded Moon is proven unfortunately correct, as the patrol is full of juvenile behavior and dumb jokes rather than focused efforts. The one catnip plant they successfully find ends up with their helpers rolling around in it, bruising all the stems until it's unharvestable, and Shaded Moon is furious by the time they return to camp. So we'll throw 3 random cats together, see what we get. Mint Star, Raven Moon, and Sleepy Knoll. New Leaf has brought up new life to AmbrosiaClan's territory, and Raven Moon heads out to gather fresh goldenrod for the stores with a patrol of their clanmates to assist them. The many stems of goldenrod surround Raven Moon as they work, snipping off stems and clumps of tiny yellow flowers to bring back to AmbrosiaClan's herb stores. The patrol chats as they work, exchanging gossip and news, as the smell of cut stems wreaths around them. Put a pool noodle, hop tree, vulture. We'll go with that, yeah. Oh, and we'll add owl in there too. Your patrol finds a kitty pet who's interested in joining the clan. They banter with the cat more, making them feel welcome. Oh yeah, let's proceed. Oh no, though they decline politely, the descriptions of clan life seems to frighten the kitty pet. Well, back to clan. That's unfortunate. I was hoping we could get another cat in. That's not what, we should... This is the cat that, rejected us, Staffy. I'm curious what, So this is the one who gave us our 3 new kittens, Thistle. So we'll add Gale Fox and Lightning Paw, that works. As Medicine Cat's patrol pads out to AmbrosiaClan territory, Lightning Paw tells Gale Fox about the dream they had last night and what the Star Clan vision could mean for AmbrosiaClan. I swear I read this sentence specifically so often that, like, it's embedded in my mind, man. Gale Fox shakes their heads sadly, they can't make sense of the vision. That's unfortunate. I think I'll go ahead and just add the last 4 cats together. Your patrol encounters a clearing where a lot of 2 legs linger. So I think for this one I'm going to go ahead and ask the Discord if we should proceed or not proceed. So we'll go ahead and see what they think, because, you know, we could definitely get trapped here, but maybe we could also find something. Alright, so it looks like do not proceed is what has won here, so we're going to head and do not hunt here. So at least this kind of solidifies our second page a little bit better, you know. Hopefully we don't have a mass extinction event anytime soon, but the more cats we get, the higher chance we have of having one, I'm pretty sure, so it is a little terrifying. Kirigar has gotten a stomach ache. Ravensong has been ordered by Raven Moon to sit still and let their joints recover. It's the only way the joint pain in their front half will ease up. Plumpaw has healed well from their bite wound. Holy crap. Berryfire was murdered by Plumpaw in cold blood. Plumpaw has made the death look accidental. I don't even know what to say to that. Are you kidding? He got murdered by an apprentice too, of all things. So Plumpaw has something going on. I don't know. Plum, did you really hate Berryfire that much? Oh my god. Bloodthirsty. I forgot you were bloodthirsty. Oh no. You really disliked Berry. Yeah, so we're down 1 mediator now. I was about to try and mediate through Berry, but that's not really a thing I can do now. Good lord, I never expected a cat to get murdered, especially only, like, what, less than 30 moons in? Yeah, 26 moons? Put Mint and Gale together. People like them together. Gale Fox notices the moss in the medicine den is getting old. They need to go and gather some more. Gale Fox leads the way to the best moss patch they know, with Mintstar following close behind. The 2 cats begin cutting off bits of moss and making their respective piles. Once the piles turn into mouthfuls, they can pick up the bundles of new bedding and start back towards camp. Oh dear. I'm traumatized from that. Like, that's worse than, like, any of the other deaths we've had, because at least they died from their own, like, stuff going on, you know? It wasn't just straight up murder. Let's see, we'll put Rosepaw, Pool Noodle, Mousepaw, Raven Moon. That works. Raven Moon leads a patrol out to explore AmbrosiaClan's territory and bring back any herbs they can spot. The whiskers want to twitch with every raindrop that hits them, but the clan doesn't have the luxury to sit inside away from the weather. Raven Moon knows the conditions are miserable, but this group is somehow more insufferable. Not only do they have to put up with these cats for an entire afternoon, there's also nothing to show for it at the end of the day. Well, that's unfortunate. Who's Plumpaw's mentor? I actually don't remember. Vulture Slash. Lord. Vulture, why'd you raise this kid to be a bloodthirsty murderer? Dartpaw, Coyote Howl, and Ravensong, sure. As the patrol is checking the borderlines, they notice that a Chameleon Clan scent has strayed into their territory. Okay, so looks like we're gonna proceed. Patrol follows the scent deeper into their own territory, eventually stumbling upon the Chameleon Clan deputy. The deputy explains that they've come bearing important news for your leader. Suspicious, but assured of their intentions, the patrol escorts them to the camp. So, relations with Chameleon Clan have improved. That's pretty good. So, let's go ahead. Phenol, Lightning Paw, Hurricane Leaf, Vulture Slash, and Plum Paw, sure. Hurricane Leaf sees 2 kits from Allium Clan playing close to the border. We'll proceed. As Hurricane Leaf goes to step over to the border, with Lightning Paw to retrieve the kits and bring them to their clan, they stop as they hear an Allium Clan patrol shouting for the kits. Hurricane Leaf is relieved to know they'll be safe with their own clan and resume their patrol. The patrol doesn't realize that the Allium Clan cats saw them cross the border and now look upon their departing bags with fury. Well, I was not trying to kidnap, I didn't want them being alone there. Shaded Moon is on a mission to find Lungwort now that New Leaf is here, and the only reliable cure for Yellow Cough, they're determined that AmbrosiaClan replenish their stocks of it. They take along a warrior escort to help. The cats search and search until their paw pads are sore and their muscles exhausted. But they just can't find Lungwort anywhere. Shaded Moon returns to camp disappointed but determined to try again. It's simply too important to not keep a good supply of. Dang, and like everybody's sore from that too. Okay, I think I'm gonna do 1 more moon. Oh dang. So Kirigara, their stomach ache is gone. Coyote Hall confessed their feelings to Hurricane Leaf, but got rejected. Coyote Hall was trying to fluff up their nest when they saw a thorn inside their bedding. Another prank, but it could not fool them. Vulture Slash's tail was injured by a fall. Is it, like, permanently injured, or... No, okay, not yet, at least. Outcry's soreness is gone. Shaded Moon feels better. Pop Tree's soreness is gone. Ah! Coyote Hall sits in the crowd, chest puffed out in pride as they watch Dartpaw be named Dart Husk. Honored for their spirit, they consider themselves lucky to be able to train such an amazing young cat, and look forward to seeing the warrior they become. Good lord, Lightning Paw fought a rogue but was barely even hurt. They're a bit bruised, but bruises are better than claw marks. Oh no. Raven Moon, Mouse Paw, Rose Paw, Hurricane Leaf, and Kirigara drown after the camp becomes flooded. So, as my Discord cries over that, I'm stopping this episode here. Jesus. Mintstar looks at all the cats setting vigil for Kirigara and wonders how any of them will cope without Kirigara in their lives. Mintstar only retires to their nest when concerned clanmates usher them there. Tremors rack through their body as they dwell on her Kirigara won't see another morning. Raven Moon had such a bright future ahead of her. Owlcry can still hear them talking about their dreams, and still picture them running through AmbrosiaClan's territory, and to know that Raven Moon will never get the chance to fulfill that. Cats come to Owlcry afterwards, offering them the biggest, juiciest pieces of fresh kill, but they refuse it all, staring at the walls of their den in silence. God, Owl had to watch both their kids die. Coyote Hell wails when they see the body of Hurricane Leaf still cold in the clearing. They sit vigil that night as grief fills their heart. They are never going to be the same now. Could never be the same. Coyote Hell doesn't understand how life is supposed to just go on without Hurricane Leaf. They refuse to accept it. Vulture Slash fusses gently with Hurricane Leaf's fur, hiding the evidence of what killed them. They want to remember them as they were in life, not like this. Vulture Slash rubs their eyes wearily, gazing up at the vast sky. Perhaps Hurricane Leaf has already found their way to StarClan, and they'll spot a new star in Silverpelt tonight. As the clan sits vigil, Shaded Moon's voice cracks with grief, talking about the time they had with Hurricane Leaf. Shaded Moon's body feels heavy with exhaustion. Still, though, they sluggishly amble around camp, hoping somehow, somewhere, they'd find Hurricane Leaf alive, well, and happy. As the clan sits vigil, Ravensong's voice cracks with grief, talking about the time they had with Kirigara. Ravensong can't be bothered to get out of their nest that day, refusing to speak a word to those around them. The past moon, Raven Moon, Mousepaw, Rosepaw, Hurricane Leaf, and Kirigara have taken their place in StarClan. AmbrosiaClan mourns their loss, and their clanmates will miss where they had been in their lives. Moments of their lives are shared in stories around the circle of mourners of those that were closest to them taking their final resting place. So much grief and death has taken its toll on the cats of AmbrosiaClan. Vulture Slash is particularly shaken by it. Mintstar chooses Sleepy Knoll to take over as deputy. They hope that Hurricane Leaf would approve. Well, we're down to one page now. I spoke that into existence, didn't I? I really said the more cats we get, the more chance of an extinction event. So I'm just gonna go through the StarClan cats, and then we're gonna leave it off. So, Heather Star is chasing rabbits in StarClan. Hurricane Leaf is surprised. Raven Moon surprised. Squirrel wants to use their training to help StarClan. Berry Fire's been thinking carefully about how to avoid putting the clans against each other. Kirigara is surprised. Crowjaw is curious about what Hurricane Leaf is doing. Antler Speckle's feeling happy. Streampaw's like disappointed in Coyote Howl. Rosepaw's surprised. Mousepaw hopes they'll be remembered. Oh, that's so sad. Well, that's enough for tonight. Ugh. Ugh.